welcome to Elsa's Fashion Files. It's your girl, Elsa. So, we are previewing the NBA season. So, I thought, what better way to start it off than look at NBA champion, JaVale McGee. Oh, goodness. Starting off, it looks like he has the right idea with the t-shirt and shorts. That's very in right now. But what really ruins this entire outfit is that bathrobe. I don't know where he got that, but it looks like he's going to take a shower. Is he going grocery shopping or taking a shower? And then his sunglasses really clash with the bathrobe. And what is the purpose of wearing sunglasses inside? And then it's weird enough when a man wears one fanny pack, so the fact that he's wearing two is just weird. I'm sorry, JaVale, but this whole outfit is no. No, no, no. So thank you so much for tuning into Elsa's Fashion Files. Oh, I almost forgot. Kane, we will be reviewing whatever that is you wear, so watch out for that. Bye, everybody.
All right. Hey, we're here, Kane and I. As you can tell, special guest, Justin from Just Blaze, Above the Rim podcast, all the way from NYC. So, of course, we got Kane down in Florida. So, Justin, man, how's everything going? Where can people find your awesome podcast?
Appreciate that, fellas. Appreciate that. Well, first of all, before I start, appreciate you guys bringing me on. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you, fellas. The Kane and I show is always dope. And you can find me on Twitter at justblaze_513. That's JUSBLAZE_513. IG is the same thing, justblaze513. And you can find Above the Rim podcast on anywhere you find podcasts. Your favorite NBA podcast.
Okay. So what's the best place for us to go that's going to, do for iTunes or you really?
iTunes is the best way to go.
Okay.
You can also go on the site on almightyballer.com/above the rim. Find it on Stitcher, Google Play, all of that good stuff.
Okay. And so not only listen, but leave a comment, people.
Please.
Leave a comment.
Please do.
Subscribe. It's a great podcast. I love how you have an amazing ability to compare current players to players of the past. Now that I've seen you in person, I'm wondering, did you watch these guys play on like YouTube or something? Because like you old enough to remember like the best Karl Malone and all that stuff. But I'm impressed with your knowledge and your ability to ask intriguing questions to really make you think.
Student of the game, my man. Student.
All right. So, with all that said, this should be, I want to say it should be an exciting season. Got a lot of subplots, but I think we all know how it's going to end, barring injury, right? So,
hey, wait a minute. We're not just going to give it to them, all right? That takes all the drama out of the season. Come on.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I'm not giving it to them yet.
All right. So, we won't talk about who's going to win championship. But let's talk about what teams made the playoffs last year that won't make it this year.
Want me to go first?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the expert. We're
all right. So, of course, this is all my opinion, of course. But who I think won't make it this year, who made it last year, number one, I'm going with the Jazz. Utah Jazz. Last year, they obviously lost their best player, Gordon Hayward, going to the Celtics, of course. Their main key cog for this season, it's basically Rudy Gobert's team. It's Rudy Gobert's team. He's a center. I believe it's in his fourth or fifth year out of France. They got a new point guard, Ricky Rubio, to distribute the ball to Rudy Gobert, but let's keep it real. It's not going to work. They can't score.
Not in the West.
Say it again?
Not in the West. They're not going there.
Not in the West. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people have them competing for a playoff spot mainly because of their defense and mainly because of Rudy Gobert, but let's keep it real.
Hey, nobody plays defense in the NBA anywhere, so it doesn't matter. It's all about putting the ball in the hoop. Is your people who put the ball in the hoop better than mine? And right now, there's 10 teams ahead of them in the West that put the ball in the hoop better than they do. So I agree 100% with you. Bye-bye, Utah. Peace.
Yeah, bye-bye, Utah. Easy. It's lottery time for them, man. The second team who I think won't make it is the Grizzlies, Memphis Grizzlies. Well, I think the Grizzlies are going to drop out. I think they've taken a step back this year, losing those veteran presence with Zach Randolph, Vince Carter. They still got Marc Gasol, still got Mike Conley, but in the West right now, with how crazy it's been this offseason, that's not going to cut it. Mike Conley is not enough. And Marc Gasol, I think, in my mind, might take a slight step back this year. He's getting a little bit older. Last year, he looked like his foot speed was getting a little slow on those pick and roll coverages. So Marc Gasol, I think, will take a slight step back. And other than that, they picked up Tyreke Evans, Ben McLemore. That's not enough to get it done in the West.
Right. Picking up Sacramento rejects. Probably not a way to move forward. You know, I know that much, you know.
Tyreke, it might be time for him to be out of the league, man. I don't know what's going on with Tyreke Evans right now, man. Them knees been buckling for years.
Man, how long has he been playing in the NBA? Like 20 years? I swear when I was in college, he was a freshman.
Yeah. He was at Memphis. Remember, he was at Memphis, man. He was balling in Memphis. And when he got drafted, he won Rookie of the Year. I think he averaged like 20, 5 and 5, like his first year. They were comparing him to LeBron.
Yeah, that was about 20 years ago. Yeah.
Exactly. They were respecting LeBron by comparing it to him. But I think the Grizzlies, they're not going to make it this year, man. It's a wrap for those Grizzlies.
All right. Any East teams you think you expect to drop out?
To drop out of the East. First, the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks easily dropping out.
Yeah, they're in tank mode. Yeah.
Great immediate tank mode right there. Losing Millsap, they lost a bunch of players as well. Let's see. The next one is the Chicago Bulls, of course.
Oh yeah. They got rid of all the vets.
They made that 8th seed last year. They honestly should have won that first round against the Celtics, man. If Rondo didn't get hurt, they should have won that first round. So they're definitely out of here as well. So I'm gonna go with those two teams in the East. Definitely out.
So now we're both Laker fans. So, you know, are you about to tell me that the Lonzo Ball, Brook Lopez Lakers are going to move up into the top 8 and make the playoffs?
Fellas.
I can't say it with a straight face.
Home court advantage. We want home court advantage.
Fellas, let's talk about this, man. People call me crazy. I mean, but there is a slight method to my madness here. But I really think that the Lakers can definitely get that 8th seed. When you look at the Western Conference, that's the 5th seed. So the top 4, I have who's first? The Warriors, the Rockets, the Spurs, the Thunder, and then number 5, I got the T-Wolves. Not in that particular order, but the top 5 teams. After you get past the T-Wolves, to me, it's a crapshoot right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the Blazers, you got the Clippers, you got the Nuggets, you got the Pelicans, you got the Lakers. Excuse me. I'm throwing all of those dudes in the same bucket right there. Same bucket, every last one of them. They're all mediocre in my mind. They're all mediocre teams. I mean, for the Western Conference. Oh, I see that face right there. I see that face.
I mean, it's a little disrespectful. I mean, but I'm gonna let you have that one because we're a notch above mediocre. Okay.
The Lakers.
One notch above mediocre.
No, I'm with him. See, when I think mediocre, I think middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road.
Yeah, that's what I think. Plus, LeVar Ball has already told me we going to the playoffs. So I'm believing.
He guaranteed us that we're going to the playoffs.
Right. I've ordered my shoes. I'm still waiting. But,
You have a pair?
We're still waiting on them.
Oh, okay. Oh, you ordered a pair. Oh, man. You big ballers over here. I see big ballers over here. You guys are big ballers over here, man.
I didn't have all the money.
He spent the mortgage. He spent the mortgage money and got a pair.
It was a low cash month, so I ordered one shoe. I didn't order the pair. I ordered one shoe. Still waiting on it. I'll get the left shoe in a few months. Gotta work my way up.
I get it, man.
All right, so
Make it, man. I definitely think so.
So who do you see in the East that's ready to ascend? You know, I'm in Charlotte. Do we see the Hornets making some noise?
Not gonna lie to you, I definitely see the Hornets making some noise this year because
Buzz City, baby.
It's a little bit weaker, but I think the additions that the Hornets have, Dwight Howard is actually low-key a very good pickup for them because remember in Charlotte they had no center. Tyler Zeller was not cutting it. I mean that's not gonna get it done. Dwight Howard is still not fully cutting it, but he's a step up from that. And I think Dwight, I don't know what's up with his mental psyche right now, but he needs to get back to what he's good at, rebounding, blocking shots.
Babies?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say making babies, but
yeah.
He got wait, how many kids does he have? About 19 right now or something? I heard.
Let's see. How many fingers do I have? Let's see.
him and Antonio Cromartie going at it for the record.
Well, at least Cromartie has settled down with one lady. You know what I mean? Like at least he's getting that under control.
Let's hope Dwight could at least name his kids, because I saw Cromartie, man. He couldn't even name all his kids.
Hey.
I saw that clip.
Hey, full disclosure, I call my kids by the wrong name all the time. So, you know what I mean? And I live with them. So.
You still have 15, though, man. Hey.
I don't know. Hey.
All right, let's keep this moving.
I hate that, man.
All right, so real quick, let's tell everybody again, in case you just tuned in, where can they find you on Twitter, Justin?
Of course, man. You can find me at JustBlaze_513. That's JUSBLAZE_513.
All right, perfect. Some more big news coming out of NBA this week. Of course, we found out the All-Star game, taking a page out of the NFL Pro Bowl book, at least Pro Bowl a few years ago, where you had captains picking the teams. I love this idea.
Yeah.
I just wish like Draymond Green could be the captain of one team. You know, the draft itself would probably be more exciting than the game. But you know, so anyway, what was you guys' thoughts when you heard this news?
I loved it. I mean, the first thing to hit my mind is I want LeBron and KD to be captains, and then I want to see how far it goes if LeBron doesn't select Kyrie. That's the first thing I thought about. Is he gonna select Kyrie, or is he gonna reunite the banana boat? That's what's gonna happen. You know, he's gonna get the crew together. It's gonna be the banana boat versus the Warriors, basically with Kyrie. Okay, this is how I could have been down.
Would KD draft Russ?
No.
You know what's crazy? I think KD would draft Russ, though.
Russ would draft KD. Right.
There you go. Because, you know, if you think about it, KD looks like he still wants to be his friend, though, if you hear a lot of his comments and stuff like that. He still look like he misses Westbrook a little bit.
KD will send that pic in from his burner Twitter account. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think Russ is having that, man. I mean, you talking about a man who's being super petty. I mean, you signed your contract extension on KD's birthday. I mean, come on, man.
He did that on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah?
You don't think he did? What's he been waiting on all these months?
I don't know. I was iffy because, I mean, that's a lot of work to be thinking about that, though.
Well, because I think he had to know that's dude's birthday because they were together so long.
Of course he knows that's KD's birthday, man.
Right.
That's true. That is very true.
You know,
I mean,
and the Thunder, you didn't see the Thunder like panicking. You didn't hear rumors about a deal because he already told them what's up.
Yeah,
contract. You know, they had a handshake deal. You know, I'm just waiting for the right day. You know.
I would love for him to say it, though, at least. I would love for him to at least tell us, man.
Like I said, going back to the draft, though, they had to do this, man. If you look at it, I mean, if you take the top 25 players, top 30 players in the NBA, how many are in the West and how many are in the East? I mean, how are you going to make an all-star team and make it competitive when the West just got Paul George?
Yeah, but you still going to have
Paul George and Carmelo.
15 guys from the East, right? So, you know, they're going to be some dudes who.
Okay, that's what I'm saying right now. Give me your Eastern All-Star team if you just had to make a preseason team right now. Just give me 4 or 5 players.
The Celtics and Cavs.
That's it.
You could throw Giannis in there, too.
That's it. You got LeBron, Kyrie, and Giannis. Who else? John Wall?
if Joel Embiid isn't hurt by the All-Star break, we can probably put
Don't
him
worry
in.
about that. He's not playing.
Kemba Walker can make it. Kemba Walker also make it. John Wall.
Okay. All right. Now put them up against the West. I'm gonna give you Steph, KD. All right, Steph, Kawhi Leonard,
Put him up against the Warriors.
Kawhi Leonard, Harden,
Fellas, man.
and then throw Paul George in there just to make it a fair
Oh,
fight.
yeah, that's right, because he moved to the West.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, but do you think what I was thinking though with this new like system and everything like that? I think it's gonna turn the NBA into more of like a psychological game, kind of, because I feel like we kind of know who the two captains will most likely be. I think on the East it's definitely gonna be LeBron, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think in the West it's either gonna be between Steph, KD, or Russ, probably most likely. So I feel like it's gonna become more of a friend. Like I'm gonna pick my friend rather than who I want on the team, basically. And they're just gonna choose sides, basically. And I mean that's what I think is gonna happen because these NBA dudes, I mean, they think like kids as well. I mean, let's get it clear.
Yeah.
It's like a fraternity over there in the NBA. So they're picking these friends, people who they've played
Of course. That's why I say LeBron's gonna get the banana boat back together. So trust me, all of them will be on the same team. He'll draft Paul. He'll draft, yeah, and they'll make that, and then of course, it'll be. I said it's gonna be the Golden State Warriors with Kyrie versus the banana boat crew. That's what's gonna happen.
The Warriors would pick Kyrie. Do they like Kyrie?
Don't matter. They don't. He don't like LeBron, so
Right, LeBron ain't gonna pick him.
He doesn't like LeBron.
Yeah.
The enemy of my enemy is
Well,
career.
I mean, eventually somebody's got to pick him, right? Because every two teams, so he's gonna be, he's gonna be in that pool of what 30 players.
No, LeBron ain't gonna pick him. Come on,
No,
man.
not after LeBron called him a kid like 8 times in 2 minutes. The kid,
But,
the kid.
a question for y'all: do you think it'll make the game better though, the actual All-Star game?
I think so because you had a chance of having teammates go against each other, which would be kind of exciting. Kind of like that, in the Pro Bowl when you had, a linebacker and a running back from the same team get to, go at it. So I think it'll be exciting. And I think the NBA, my personal opinion, I think the NBA is closing that gap to the NFL, right? Because they figured out that the drama and the rumors and the player movement and that kind of thing really gets people attention.
Yeah.
And so, they've managed to take that and even incorporate that into the All-Star game now with, the personal beefs and drama between players. So I think it's a genius move.
Team Petty 1 against Team Petty 2. All it is. Yeah, and you're right. I mean, imagine this back in the day in the 80s and the 90s. Do you think, Bird would select Magic to be on his team in the All-Star game?
Right.
Hell no.
Right.
Like I said, that's what,
Isaiah Thomas didn't want Michael Jordan on the team.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I mean, are they really gonna compete though? Because that was my issue with it these past few years. Like they're not really playing hard at all. It's like an exhibition game. I mean, I would like players play for real for once.
Yeah, I mean, unless the game was close in the fourth quarter, then they might narrow it down that last 5 minutes and actually try to play basketball. Yeah. But yeah, I think this will increase the competitive now. How much, I don't know, but I think it will turn it up a little bit.
I hope so, because that to me is the main goal here. If they can get it competitive, then I watch. Because I'm not gonna lie, after the first quarter, I start turning the channel. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I did too.
And was it 20? I think not this year, but next season's All-Star game will be here in Charlotte. So we just need to go ahead and plan to get together, and by then we'll have the media passes, all that stuff, and go check it out.
Are you going, Ice? You checking it out?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Why not? Hey, come on down.
Good.
Just hit 95 to 85. You bring right here. You know what I mean? So anyway, all right. Let's get to what are you guys most excited about for the 2017-2018 season?
Who's first, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I think I'm excited first and foremost about the Western Conference, man. I think the Western Conference, like every night is gonna be a battle. Like every night, man. There's gonna be stars on every side. Even those games that we skip over that come on NBA TV and stuff like that, I think people are gonna be tuning into those games. And I think this year, I think people are gonna take the regular season a little bit more serious. I feel like seeding actually matters this year, especially in the West. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you lose that home court advantage, that's the difference of you getting out of the first round. To me, I mean, who wants to go up against? Well, hopefully you don't drop the 8th and going against Golden State, but that 4-5 matchup, depending on who it is, that could easily be Spurs, T-Wolves, Rockets, or OKC. Whoever it is out that 4-5, that's going to be a tough 4-5 matchup. So I'm excited to see the Western Conference battles, and me, as a CP3 fan, the point guard, I'm excited to see James Harden and CP3 this year, man. I want to see the cohesion between those two. There's a lot of people hating on my man CP3 this year because they think he can't share the ball with Harden. I'm not feeling the hate that's going on. I don't know if y'all checked out the preseason game last night, but those two boys were balling.
Oh, yeah.
They were balling last night, man. I think I'm excited to see those two pair, and I think it's going to be excellent for the rest of the team. I'm mad they didn't get Melo, of course, but I think those two elite playmakers on the same squad, getting those two great shots, getting the rest of the team great shots, and the multiple defenders that they have on the Houston Rockets, I think they're going to be great. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people this year, man.
Now, do you think Harden and Chris Paul's personality differences may be a problem? Cause like I could just see Chris Paul like grabbing that beard, like, dude, pay attention. Where are you? Like, wake up.
I agree with you there. I think it was going to be a problem, but I don't think it will be a problem because I feel like they discussed that prior to him coming. Like I feel like James Harden, he was a little too like lackadaisical last year because he had free reign to go all over the place. With Chris Paul on the team, it's not that much free reign. I feel like he respects Chris Paul enough. Whereas, he's going to tell him, like, listen, we can't be taking nights off because Chris Paul has seen a lot of losing, and James Harden hasn't seen as much losing as Chris Paul has. So he's going to tell him, if you take nights off, if you're not focused all day like that Game 6 last year where James Harden disappeared, he was still in the strip club in that game. I don't know where he was. But I think Chris Paul's going to whip him into shape, man. That's what I think it is, and I think James Harden needs that.
Yeah, I think he does too. Biggest thing I'm looking for this year is the see how the rookie class performs. I really think we got a lot of interesting rookies coming in this year. I mean, start with number 1, Markieff Fultz. Duke and Ball. I mean, he's a scoring machine. And of course, as Laker fans are all excited about Lonzo Ball, of course.
Ball control.
Yeah, we ain't had a point guard since who's the last one? Exactly.
Are you counting Russell? Are you counting D'Angelo Russell?
No, not really. But you go back, I mean, Jason Tatum, Josh Jackson, Aaron Fox, and my low-key guy of the year that I'm thinking, Dennis Smith Jr. Keep an eye on that dude. And then Philadelphia, Ben Simmons is actually going to be a rookie because this is his first year playing. So, to me, the rookies this year are going to be, it's a pretty impressive class that they got coming in. And I'm looking forward to that this year.
I agree, man.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you mentioned that. So that translates to the next topic. Rookie of the year. Let's go ahead and make predictions. Rookie of the year. Like you said, a lot of exciting choices, and as you just mentioned, Ben Simmons technically can compete for it. The way the NBA works, I think Joel Embiid is still eligible for Rookie of the Year, right?
No,
he shouldn't be.
He tweeted out that he's excited about starting his next chance for Rookie of the Year. So,
get him
year 4.
Yeah. How you be Rookie of the Year when you already look 30? I mean, come on, man.
Talk about it.
Hey, that's what I've been trying to tell people. I'm from Philly, and so I know a lot of hardcore Sixer fans, and they keep going on about Embiid, and I was like, dude, he's from a third world country. He's really like 38. Okay, like y'all think he's 20 because that's what he said when he came to high school. He's really like 38. Look at him. That's why he's so brittle, and that's why he keeps getting hurt. Okay.
He's hurt already, right? He's already hurt.
He's hurt now?
Yeah, he's not gonna start the season. He's not gonna be
Shut
ready.
up. Oh, no.
Already. So I was like, when I heard that, I said, "Oh man, we starting already."
No. No.
Already. So he's not gonna start the season.
All
They say
right, I got some phone calls to make. Okay. You done gave me some ammo now, boy. All right, so let's see what we got here. Where my rookies at? All right, so who do you guys think? I guess we'll take Embiid out of the running since you're saying he's not eligible. Who do you think is going to be the rookie of the year? All right, so these are the guys that some website thought was the top contender. So obviously Lonzo Ball, Tatum, which obviously being a Laker fan, I root all bad things on Boston. So hopefully he plays basketball and goes on a mission trip somewhere. And Ben Simmons. I guess they left Fultz out. I guess they figured Simmons had a better chance. I don't know. But Simmons can't shoot. So I'm going to go with Fultz. I would go with Fultz over Simmons because I think Fultz will have some big-time scoring games because he can just simply light it up. And especially if Embiid's not out there to take some of the shots away from him.
Yeah, man.
One thing I remember from Simmons before he got hurt in last year in Summer League, he was scared to shoot. Like, if he was more than 10 feet from the basket, he was so hesitant. I don't know if that just goes away without much game time. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna go with Lonzo Ball, man. I'm going Lonzo Ball. Ricky.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that.
I'm going. But the reason why I think he's gonna get it is because I think they're getting that AC, man.
Because LeVar Ball said so. That's why.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh Lord! Don't let him show up at the trophy presentation, please.
Oh man.
Dude.
No, tell him to show up at the presentation.
Oh,
Good team.
Yeah, the NBA wanted to be there because they know the ratings go up.
Yeah.
Summer League ratings were the best ever. Like, I didn't even know there was a Summer League playoff and championship until this season.
That's ball control right there, man. That's more ball control right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take Lonzo Ball for a reason. He's going to put up numbers. He's going to be given the opportunity. You're starting. You're going to be the point guard for the Lakers. He's going to average, I'm going to say 9 to 10 assists a game. If he can just put 12 points with that, you're a double-double man, and occasionally, just like any player in the NBA, you're going to go off one night. You can hit 25, 27, 30 points. And when you do that and put together 9, 10 assists, and you do that consistently during the season, I think his numbers are going to turn out. And he's going to push the Lakers to new winning number, push them to more wins. So it's going to make it look like he's the big catalyst of why this is happening. So I'm going to go with Lonzo Ball because he's going to have a lot of opportunities. Plus, he's going to be showcased in people's eyes a whole lot playing for the Lakers.
True.
I agree.
All right. So, this has been a great show so far. I just want to remind everybody, we have officially reached 20,000 views for 2017. So thank you, everybody. Keep tuning in. Keep subscribing, keep sharing with your friends, help us keep growing. But also make sure you check out podcast Above the Rim with my man Justin, Just Blaze. Follow him on Twitter. We're gonna add the Twitter handle right there on the screen so you'll see it as well as you heard it earlier. So I want to make sure that everybody checks out that show. Do you do weekly shows? Is it weekly, right?
Weekly, every Tuesday. Okay. Every Tuesday morning, a new episode drops.
And I believe you're a big Ray Allen guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we went to high school in South Carolina around the same time as Ray Allen. So, so we've been familiar with him for a long time. And actually, a guy I know from college said Ray Allen scored like 12 points on him in like 30 seconds. Basically.
I don't know why you want to brag about that, but hey, that's your claim to fame.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but I do, just one quick Ray Allen story. I do remember watching him go play in the state semi-championship when they played. And, man, that dude, I've never seen anybody put a ball in the hoop in high school like that in my life. That dude was incredible that night. I want to say he dropped 48 that night or something like that. They ended up winning by like 12 or 15 points, but he dropped like 48, and there was like one stretch of the game where he hit like 4 3-pointers in a row, and everybody just going crazy. man. So yeah, he's definitely a legend down here in these parts. And I hate he played for the Celtics. Can't forgive him for that. But hey, give him big props for his career and everything.
You got a chip out of that, though, man. You got a chip out of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even got a movie. I'm telling you, what else could you want?
True.
Yeah.
They always
he only got that part because Kobe turned it down. But that's all
right. Come on,
man. I'm from Philly originally, so I got Kobe love too. But so let's get to it. All right, who is going to be the MVP? Now, I'm not going to say Lonzo Ball. So I will take him out of running, even though LeVar Ball is pushing me to go with Lonzo. I know you think Giannis, which I can see happening, especially if the team makes a leap. I think he's already there himself, but I think the team needs to make that leap to like 60, at least get close to 60 wins.
Damn, well, no, they're not going to get 60 now. They're not going to
I don't know. The East,
that's too much. I'm not even going to go that far.
I mean, you got to think 60 wins is a lot of wins. I mean, we're
talking the East.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're in the West. Yeah. No, you're talking about the Bucks. I'm sorry, the Bucks are in the East, but it doesn't. Yeah, 60 wins is a lot of wins.
They got to flirt. If they flirt with 60, he'll have a chance. Because, is it unrealistic to think they could be the third seed?
Oh, I was just getting ready to say that. I'm glad you said it. They have to get the third seed. If they get the third seed, I think he's getting that MVP vote because that's a big jump from last year. I think they had the 5th seed last year. So if they get the third seed and get, I would say 50 wins. They got to get at least 50.
Just to put it in perspective, the Warriors won 67 games last year, and everybody was looking at them like, God, that was nothing. Are you kidding me? How many teams had top 70 wins in the season?
Right. Okay. They won 67 of the 70 games they're trying to win.
The Bucks, come on, man. When's the last time the Bucks won 50 games?
Ray Allen.
Probably Ray Allen and right.
Ray Allen, boy. That's the last time.
But, plus, I've never been to Milwaukee. What I imagine is not a whole lot of nightlife. So they should have a home court advantage because they ain't out partying. They ain't, making it rain. Chicago's not that far away, so never mind. Okay. Forget that.
I think he's going to get it, though, this year, man. I think Giannis is going to get the MVP. I think he's going to get 25, 7, and 7 this year. I think he's going to put up LeBron-ish kind of numbers. Gotcha. 25, 7, and 7 with a block and a steal from Giannis. I think that's enough for the MVP because I think
he'll shoot a high percentage, too.
And a high percentage, too. I think this year the writers or whoever the voters are, I think they're tired of giving it to the same person over and over and over and over. And because Russ got it last year, he's not going to get it this year. LeBron, I feel like they're tired of giving it to LeBron. Steph, they're not giving it to Steph anymore. KD washed himself out because of his stacked team that he's on. So to me, it's either Harden. I don't think is going to get it because his numbers will go down because it's CP2.
Yeah. And Russell's numbers will go down. Yeah.
Russell's numbers will go down too. So I think this is Giannis's year. And he said, remember, he got the Kobe challenge. Your boy, Kobe gave him the Kobe challenge that he got to get MVP this year, the Mamba mentality challenge. So
yeah,
book it.
All right, I can see it. I'd like to see it. To be honest with you,
we all got this year MVP.
I'm going
LeBron.
No, I'm not going to give it to LeBron. Like you said, I think they're tired of giving it to LeBron, and LeBron's made it hard on himself to get MVP because he makes it look so daggum easy every year. So that's the bad thing. Technically, he should have got it probably for the last 15 years, but straight. But give me, I'm gonna say KD or Harden. Okay. One of those two, I think, will do it. They're just both of them going to put up crazy numbers. I think Harden's going to go down just a touch, but if KD, I think he's out on a mission this year just because Russ got it last year, and now he's got his ring. I think he wants that second MVP.
You think they would give it to KD though? You think they would give it to him?
Yeah, because
Steph is willing to take a big
step back for it. Yeah. Steph kind of stepped back and let him be the leader of the team. So, and I think Steph is content with that.
Yeah, KD on that team, he could average in the mid 30s if they let him shoot enough, because there's, the floor so spread out.
Yes.
But, is Steph willing to take that big a step back, or should he even take that big a step back? I don't know.
He shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to.
Right. I think Kyrie will challenge for it. I don't think he'll win it. If I had to, who I'm rooting for, I guess would be Giannis. I like to see him play. I'd like to see a new fresh face, kind of international player, just kind of future of the game. If I had to bet money, I would bet on LeBron, because I think he knows he's not going to win the championship, barring some kind of injury to the Warriors. So this will be like his championship. Is I'm going to prove I'm the best, so when Tristan Thompson disappears in the summer, everybody will blame him.
Wait. You said Tristan who? Thompson? You mean Tristan Kardashian?
I'm sorry. You're right.
Hey, don't sound so jealous, my man. Don't sound so jealous.
Not at all, man. You can have that black hole over there, man. You can have that hole, man. I want no.
That's like NBA community property. I would.
That's a hole you're never gonna fall out of, man. That's a hole.
Harden, Lamar Odom, who else? Oh, God.
Black hole.
Black hole, man. I'm good. I'll pass, man.
All right. So, anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you share the show with your friends.